Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, slam dunks and sweet treats, why the Gamecock women's basketball team is shooting hoops for Halloween. Also ahead, home not so sweet home.
I was thinking like how I'm going to pay this.
Why USC international students were charged more than expected for housing. But first, ready, set, go. How a race car themed coffee shop is adding to our regional business boom. Carolina Insider starts now.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Zane Heinlein. Our top story today, according to the state newspaper, 4 Richland County legislators want the state attorney general's office to investigate the Richland 1 school district. Unhappy parents and students protested on the State House steps last week, upset about the district's decision to transfer about 11 teachers midway through the school year. The lawmakers called this the final straw on problems in the district, along with high turnover and poor test scores. 2 other Richland representatives say the audit is a waste of time and only happening because parents from predominantly white schools are upset. Also in Richland County, growth, and lots of it. New census data shows South Carolina is the 3rd fastest growing state in the nation, just behind Florida and Idaho. According to the state newspaper, most new residents are moving here from North Carolina and Georgia. We dug a little deeper into the data to find out where all these people are moving to. Turns out it's here. Richland County saw a nearly 7% increase in out-of-state arrivals. Beaufort was next with almost 6%, and Berkeley about 5%. Due to this growth, business has been firing on all cylinders in Columbia. With new restaurants and stores opening every day, a new drive-through coffee shop is adding to the ranks. 7 Brew Coffee, originally based in Arizona, has more than 150 locations in the United States, and they've officially rolled into Columbia, holding a ribbon-cutting ceremony at their first location on Garner's Ferry this week. 7 Brew's second Columbia location will open in Forest Acres next week. While growth can be a good thing for the community, it can also cause challenges. Here in the Midlands, home prices and rents have been rising for several years now. As reporter Sarah Kraft tells us, some international students at USC were upset and surprised to see just how much they'd be paying for rent on campus.
Maria Harubia didn't know what to expect housing costs to be until she got the bill.
My mom was always asking me how much it would cost, like the housing thing, and we get to know how much we were going to pay when we arrived here. Like in Spain, I couldn't say anything.
She's a Spanish international student.
Maria lives here at the 650 Lincoln Apartments.
She was given a 2-bedroom apartment, which the housing portal listed as being at most $6,000. But when she got her billing receipt, she was paying almost $400 more.
For me, it was like a big of a shock because it was like the higher 6,000, so being even higher, like it doesn't have any sense for me.
Maria stayed in her apartment, but Spanish student Amadina Raperez had to change her housing because it was too expensive.
I feel frustrated because my parents are making an effort for me to study abroad, so when I saw like it was more money, I was thinking like how I'm going to pay this.
USC's bursar's office say that the fall 2022 650 Lincoln rates were about $5,600, so it may be that advertisements were printed with the old rates. I reached out to university spokesperson Jeffrey Stensland and was told that they were having ongoing discussions about how to address this issue in the future. In a USC Parents Facebook group, parents commented that they were not surprised and anticipated an increase from 22 to 23 prices because housing had told them the rates would change. But the international students I talked to didn't see anything saying the prices shown to them weren't correct. Maria works at a USC dining hall to help her with the higher than expected costs of studying abroad. For Carolina Insider, I'm Sarah Kraft.
The Gamecock women's basketball team will be welcoming their second commit in 2024. Texas native Adele Tack plays center and is the number 33 prospect in the country. In the meantime, this year's team is on its way to Paris. Here with more on that in today's Garnet Report is Davia Pugh. Davia?
Thanks, Zane. USC's national and SEC champion women's basketball team hosted a free open practice and trick-or-treating event at the Colonial Life Arena last night. The event served as a send-off as the team heads to Paris today for their historic season opener. They will play against Notre Dame on November 6th. Fans say that events like these allow them to support and get to know the team better.
I think it makes it really a lot more intimate, and it allows the community to get really involved with the team, and so I really think that's important.
At the event, fans could watch the practice, paint pumpkins at court level, and trick-or-treat with the team. Even Don Staley got in on the action, handing out treats. Fans showed their Halloween spirit by wearing creative costumes, snacking on delicious candy, and supporting their favorite team. If you want to watch next week's game, it will be broadcast live on ESPN at 1 p.m. on Monday. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Davia. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you here back Friday.